I'm probably the guy on Twitter with the highest projections of Kyle Pitts that there are. I think he's going to go for 80 to 100 catches on over 120 targets, probably going to be cracking 1,000 yards to 1,100 yards, and I think he's an absolute lock for 10 touchdowns. The guy is a walking, breathing touchdown, and he also happens to be 6'6", runs a 4.4, and has an 84-inch wingspan. We've never seen a player like Kyle Pitts. And I say player because he's not a tight end, he's not a wide receiver, he's just a player he's unlike anything we've ever seen, guys. And he's in an offense that's going to chuck the ball 600 times. And you can say Russell Gage this and Calvin Ridley that and Hayden Hurst this, and you're still looking at 120 targets for Kyle Pitts because Ridley's going to get 150. Gage is going to get around 100 again. You're going to sprinkle in Hayden Hurst maybe 70. He had 88 last year. He didn't have any competition in the position. Pitts is going to spend a lot of time out wide like he did at Florida and in the slot and at H-back like he did at Florida. The main position he played at Florida was more of an H-back wing type where he's the tight end on the line, but he's not on the line of scrimmage. That was a huge advantage because he got a free release on just about every play. Not that he needed it. If you saw him in line at the right traditional tight end position, he still dominated. It wasn't like it mattered where on the field he was, but they gave him that advantage in that offense. And his athletic profile is ridiculous. So even in the SEC, where you see a lot of future NFL players, NFL Pro Bowlers, they couldn't match up. Corners are too small, linebackers and safeties are too slow. And they're also not big enough, fast enough for this guy. He's too good. He's got strong hands. He's got Moss-like leaping ability. He's going to win the 50-50 balls because he's just simply bigger and faster. And his ball skills, his tracking skills are really great. You saw some of the best catches he made were contested catches where he just manhandled the defender while the ball's still in the air. And it's something we haven't seen before from a tight end. Yeah, air quotes, tight end. It's like, yeah, maybe he's on paper, but from all the games, I watched every snap of his college career not too long because I was writing a Kyle Pitts article for Rumboys. Check that out. I mean, this guy is a unicorn. He's a mythological creature that the people that say they're not in on him at his current price, they're just saying they don't believe in him because of tight end failures from first-round picks before. You're right. First-round tight ends haven't traditionally done well their rookie season because of that immense learning curve. Hayden Hurst is there. He's already that guy. They didn't draft another tight end at the 4th overall in the NFL draft when they could have taken a quarterback. They could have taken a defensive player. They could have the best move they could have made would be trade back and get 2 future first-round picks. They went Kyle Pitts when they had a former first-round pick at Hayden Hurst at tight end already. And he's not old either. He's 24, 25 years old, 26 maybe. He's not old. He's still a freak athlete. The guy was a collegiate pitcher before he switched to football. Hayden Hurst is just fine. He's pretty athletic. He's going to run lots of routes too, but he's a better blocker. He's a more polished player. He's been in the league for 3 years now. He knows what he's doing. Kyle Pitts doesn't need to run that traditional tight end as many reps. He's going to obviously get some of those reps, but I think they're just going to let the guy run routes. Run routes. 12 personnel doesn't mean you're going to be putting your hand on the ground and driving forward like George Kittle every play. He might do a good deal of that because they're going to have to establish the run to win games. But he's a pretty good run blocker too. He's underrated as a blocker. He made a lot of improvements the last season, but it's just going to be like, why would the Falcons make that move if they had plans to make him a traditional tight end? You could get that guy later. If you want that guy, you could have gotten Freiermuth. Yeah, if you need another tight end to run your 12, Freiermuth is good. Kenny Yeboah is good. He didn't even get drafted. A lot of good, solid tight ends with more blocking experience that you could have waited for instead of taking that guy at 104. All I'm saying is that Kyle Pitts is a smash, and whatever price he is now in redraft, dynasty, best ball, he's too cheap. He's only going to go up in price, especially if you're taking him as a tight end 5 or 6 or even tight end 4, you're saving money. You are getting a great value right now because I think he's easily a top 3 tight end